I was so nervous the first time I ever entered a gym. I remember walking in and feeling so lost. I saw just so much equipment, so many people there. It was peak time, and I had no clue what I was doing. I sort of just watched to pondered. I went on like a row machine, and I just didn't have a clue. The second I tried stuff, I just didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel like I was doing it right. I remember one really like embarrassing moment when I was doing like I was on a bench press and I was trying to do bicep curls. I remember I put my back to a bench press and it just collapsed on me. And I felt like everyone was watching me, laughing at me. And it just didn't feel like a good time. I didn't feel very like secure in the gym, very happy in the gym at all. And with this, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't making any muscle. I didn't know how to make muscle. I remember just doing the same machine 3 times in a row. Like I'd do 3 sets, then I'd walk around for a bit, and I'd go back to the same machine because that's the only exercise I knew how to do. And you're not making muscle like that. You're not making progress. So there's so many things I wish I told myself, but these were the top 5. And the first is progress takes time and consistency. As I just expected to be buff by tomorrow. I'd go to the gym and I think some muscle would come so easily. I remember you'd watch cartoons and stuff, you'd watch them lift weight for 3 seconds, then they'd have just massive biceps. And I assumed the same for myself. I assumed, I'd do a couple curls and then my bicep would be sticking out, I'd be massive. But it obviously doesn't work like that. It obviously takes time and a lot of time. And I always saw it as the second you want to quit, that's the moment where you're going to make progress. And that's the moment where it's actually going to happen. As there were so many times I gave up, there were so many times I quit beforehand. I went for a day, I went for a week, I went for 2 days, and I quit already because I didn't see progress. But I just had to stick to it. It takes time. It just takes so long. But the second you break through that barrier, when you start to see progress, where you stick to it long enough, but you start to see progress, you're so happy. You love going gym. You enjoy it so much. You just have to wait for that though. You have to wait till you hit that barrier. But obviously, you want to speed up your progress. You want to get to that barrier quicker. You want to break through that barrier quicker. The best way to do that is to dial in your nutrition. And this is the second thing I would have told myself. Is I just ate whatever. I went to school and I would always like grab a Coke or something and a pack of Milky Buns. That was a go-to. Like every day, that was all I was eating. Just bad foods. I was having like jam sandwiches, crisps. Like I used to trade someone's crisps for my crisps. I used to trade like an apple for a chocolate bar. Just eating unhealthy, really. And obviously, it's normal to do when you're a kid, when you're in high school. It's ignorance is bliss, and you don't know what these bad foods are doing to you. But I wish I did. I wish I looked into it. I found out about nutrition. I dialed it in. As realistically, you just want to eat as healthy as you want. As we all have this like compass, as we know what healthy foods are. It's like the meat. It's for vegetables. It's for rice. It's for foods that you think are healthy. The foods that you think someone like Cristiano Ronaldo was eating. And if you eat those foods, you're going to gain muscle, you're going to get bigger. And you just have to eat to your full. That's when you bulk. You eat to your full of healthy foods. You don't need to go and eat all the unhealthy things like the cookie doughs and the burgers, as that just ruins it. And that's what I did. And I ended up chubby. I ended up not in a good physique. But if I just told myself, just dial in the nutrition, eat the healthy foods, the muscles just don't come on from all the good nutrients. As the goal in the gym isn't to build muscle in the gym. Instead, it's to tear your muscles down. It's to put little micro tears in all your muscles and to break them down. And once they're broken down, once you put all the micro tears in the gym, you leave the gym, you come home, you eat good food, you have good nutrition, and you sleep well. If you do these 2 things, you recover right. And when you recover right, that's when the muscle gets built, as your muscle gets built in your sleep. So the third thing I want to tell myself is sleep is so important. Is I'd stay on my phone up all night till 2, 3 a.m. watching like funny videos and laughing just to myself. And I just didn't sleep. I just didn't allow myself to rest, sleep, and have a nice night of sleep. Instead, I just watched video after video. And first, my energy levels, wow, I was tired. And that made it hard to go to the gym. That made it hard to show up. And second, I didn't make progress. I didn't build the muscle. Like, if I do an arm session, I'd do the arm session, my muscles would be aching. I'd go to sleep, I'd sleep for 4 or 5 hours, wake back up, my arms are still aching as much as they were before. And that's because I didn't get the sleep to rest and to let the muscles build back up, let the little tears in my muscles build back together and come back bigger. As your sleep is where you build the muscle, and to have good nutrition, good sleep, you're going to build more muscle and you're going to break through that barrier so much quicker. The fourth thing is good mental health. This doesn't seem if I told my younger self this, I just thought, I've always thought mental health was sort of like a sissy thing. It was just something they tell you in school. But it's actually quite important. It's how you enjoy the gym. It's how you enjoy going. It's how you get going. Is if you feel sad, if you feel depressed, if you feel anxious, if you feel a negative emotion, you don't go to the gym. I feel every time I've skipped the gym, every time I've not been asked to go, was when I've felt tired, was when I've like been on my phone all day, I've been scrolling on Instagram and I've not done anything. But if I felt good, if I felt happy, if I've like woken up that day, I've done a couple good things, you know, I've ate some good food, I've had some water, I've seen some sunlight, and I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling happy. I'm motivated to go to the gym. I'm like, yeah, come on, I can go right now. And that's because I've got good mental health at that moment. I'm feeling good about myself. But when I've got bad mental health, I don't go to the gym and I don't work out at all. And one of the best ways to have good mental health, and the tip number 5, is to keep doing cardio. And it doesn't have to be like strenuous sprints or really long cardio. But why not wake up in the morning, go for a jog? As you ground yourself, you get out of your head and get into your body. And when you ground yourself, you feel good, you feel vibrant, you feel alive. And doing this every morning, going for a walk, just in the morning, you get up, put clothes on, go for a walk, and you come back, and then you do whatever you have to do for your day. But this like morning cardio just makes you feel good. It gives you this good mental health, and it gives you a motivation to go to the gym. And as well as that, it keeps you fit, it keeps you healthy, so you don't have to, as I didn't do cardio for so long, and I was so unfit. I used to play football and I'd be so knackered after. But if I just kept doing cardio, I'd feel alive, I'd feel awake, I'd feel good. This is what I wish I knew before starting the gym. So like and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next video.